Okay, I'm going to work number 11 through number 20 on practice test 20A for 7th grade math. Number 11 says find the total cost including 6% tax of 20 square yards of carpeting priced at $18 per square yard. The first thing I have to do is take the $18 times 20 yards to find out how much 20 square yards costs without tax. And that's $360. Then I need to find out how much tax is. Tax is 6%, which I'm going to write as 0.06. And I find out that's $21.60. But they want the cost including tax, so I'm going to add $360 back to the tax. And I find out that the total cost of my carpet, including tax, is $381.60. Number 12 says, what is 33 1/3% of $42? All right, 33 1/3%. 33 1/3 is like 100 thirds. And remember, we've got percent. So think about this, and we are going to take that times percent is like 1/100. So 100 thirds times 1/100. These cross out, and I'm going to get 1/3. That is my fraction for 33 1/3%. I'm going to take 1/3 times $42 because it wanted 33 1/3% of, which means multiply, $42. It's like 42 over 1. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 42 14 times, so my answer is $14. All right, let's look at number 13. Number 13 has information about a clock. It says at 2 p.m. the hands of a clock form an angle that measures how many degrees. All right, let's think about the face of a clock. So here's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we're talking about 2 o'clock, we're talking about this angle right there. All right. All the way around would be 360 degrees. To find out how much each of these numbers is, we would divide 360 by 12. 12 goes into 360 30 times. So now we just need to know what the angle is going two of those numbers. So 30 times 2 equals 60 degrees. My answer for that is 60 degrees. Number 14. 14 says multiply and write the product in scientific notation. We have 4 times 10 to the third times 8 times 10 to the 10 to the negative 8, sorry. All right, we're going to multiply 4 times 8, which is 32. And then the 10 to the third times 10 to the negative 8, we just add the exponents and we get 10 to the negative 5th. But we can't have 32 in scientific notation. We can't have a number larger than the ones place. So if we move the decimal here, we get 3.2 times 10 to the add 1 here, and we get negative 4, and that is our answer. 3.2 times 10 to the negative 4. Number 15. Number 15 says solve 0.6 m plus 1.5 equals 4.8. We're solving for m. We want to isolate that, so we'll subtract 1.5 from both sides to start with. And when we do that, these cancel out. We get 0.6 m equals, and 8 minus 5 is 3, 4 minus 1 is 3. All right, then we have 0.6 times m, so we're going to divide by 0.6 on both sides of the equation. These cross out, and I'm left with just m. Now I have to perform this calculation, so 3.3 divided by 0.6. Remember, when we divide by a number that has a decimal in the divisor, we have to move the decimal all the way to the end. And if we do it on the outside, we have to do it on the inside. So we're going to bring that decimal straight up there. 6 goes into 33 5 times. It's 30 when we subtract. We have 3 left over. We're going to add a 0 here. Bring it straight down. 6 goes into 35 times. That's 30. So m equals 5.5. And that is our answer for number 15. Number 16 says, solve 2/3 x minus 6 equals 18. All right, we're solving for x, so we'll add 6 to both sides. We get 2/3 x, those cancel out, equals 18 plus 6 is 24. Now we have 2/3 times x, so we're going to divide by 2/3. But remember, when we divide by a fraction, we just multiply by its reciprocal. So we'll multiply both sides of the equation by 3/2. That's the reciprocal of 2/3. These are going to cancel out. And then this is like 24 over 1. So we get x equals, 2 goes into 2 one time, it goes into 24 12 times. 12 times 3 is 36. There's our answer for number 16. All right, let me move my paper here. Number 17. 17 says simplify 3 cubed minus square root of 49 plus 5 times 2 to the 4th. All right, 3 cubed is 27 minus square root of 9 is 7 plus 5 times 2 to the 4th power. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. All right, now we get 27 minus 7 plus 5 times 16. So 5 times 6 is 30. Write down the 0, carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 80. Now we can go ahead and do this calculation. 20 minus 7 is, or 27 minus 7 is 20, plus 80 is 100. There's our answer. Number 18 says simplify 3 yards, 2 feet, 9 inches, plus 8 inches. All right, we're going to have to do some conversions in this one, but let's start off by just adding 9 plus 8, which is 17 inches. All right, we know that it takes 12 inches to make another foot. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 12 from 17 and make this, make it a 5. So I'm going to have 5 inches. I'm going to add a foot. That gives me 3 feet. And then I still have this 3 yards over here. We know it takes 3 feet to make a yard. So we're going to subtract the 3 feet, add a yard here, and we're going to end up with 4 yards, 5 inches. And that's our answer for number 18. All right, here we go with number 19, almost done. Number 19 says simplify 2x plus 3 times x plus 2. This is the distributive property, so we're going to just bring the 2x down, plus 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 2 is 6, and now we're going to combine like terms. 2x and 3x is 5x, and then we'll bring the plus 6 down. That's our answer. And number 20 says -5 times -4 minus 3 times -2 times -1 all over -2. All right, so we'll just go ahead and start working this. -5 times -4 is a positive 20 minus 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, times negative 1 is a positive 6. But we still have this minus, so it's negative minus 6. So I really just am working with this part, right? I brought this negative down. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, times negative 1 is positive 6, so that's right there. Then I'm going to divide by negative 2. 20 minus 6 is 14, divided by negative 2. This equals negative 7. And there's our answer. Okay, I'm going to post this to YouTube and send your parents a link. Have a great evening.